beautiful child of God. I am here to give you two of the reminders from your guides. They guided me to share them with you. And first of all, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you gotta subscribe. And if you're watching me on Instagram, you gotta follow. Because you cannot miss out on me. Come on, okay? Why would you want to miss out on all of the expansion and magic that God is wanting to create in your life through me? No, you can't miss it, okay? So you follow me and you subscribe, okay? Now let's begin. So the number one message that your guide wanted me to give to you was, sometimes when we go through some situation in life, we can put our identity, like, okay, this is my identity. And sometimes, for example, today when I was going for a walk, I suddenly saw this family coming and they were asking for donations from people on road. And it really, like, because I also, if you have been watching my video, I rely upon like that, like my introduction to money and the experiences that I've had with money is like really in some certain situation I was like, I'm not able to make my own money. I'm like, God, why? And such painful in some situation. And even though, like, if I look at, yes, money was there, but like there is just so much pain and lack attached around money. And when you have to do certain things like, okay, give me donation and all, like, it can make put our self esteem at risk. Like, we can start to think of ourselves as very small you know so you gotta self reflect in bigger ways. What are you making that mean about because you can't be putting our identity. So many times, so many artists and creatives, before they actually pop off, they had to do like really things to just to get by, just to make money. And sometimes we don't know better, so we do some things to just make money, just because we don't know any better. Like, I had to like type messages and send it to people on my WhatsApp and on my Facebook. Just like few weeks ago, when I couldn't pay, like I didn't even had the money to eat. I was like, hey, I'm reaching out for help, and if you can help, you can donate me and all of that. And that can make you feel really small. And if you are not reflecting and checking, then you can be living from a very like feeling about yourself as very small. So which is why the second message, what are you really good at? Number one, second thing that your guide wants you to become aware about, ask yourself, what are you really good at? Like, fill in the blanks. I am really good at cooking. I am really good at styling myself very beautifully. I am really good at accessing high vibrational thoughts. I am really good at being gentle and kinder to myself in the harsh situations. I am really good at being resilient. I am really good at how I lead myself and love myself in tough situations. I am really good at bouncing back. I am really good at, cheering myself up or cheering others. I am really good at genuinely being happy for other people, where, in this world people compete with each other. I don't get into that energy. Even though that energy comes, sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to show off my this and that. But I'm very good at centering myself back into my discipline, into what is important. I am really good at not getting distracted in the energy of egoic battles and unhealthy competition and all. I'm really good at learning from my past mistakes. I'm really good at honestly communicating and genuinely like apologizing where I am wrong. You you gotta become aware about all the things that you're really good at, and there are things you're really good at. You gotta go like, and if you are not able to, then the third thing that your guides wanted me to share with you was, ask yourself, dear God, whatever you believe in, either Mother Earth, God, sun, trees, your higher self, whatever you believe in, ask that. Like, dear God, how do you see me? How do you think of me in this situation? How do you want me to move in this situation? How do you want me to move in this world? How do you want me to step into that room? How do you want me to live this day to day? With what attitude? How do you see this situation of mine? Like I shared, when I was just like texting people to get some donation for them so that I can eat and pay my bills and all of that, just basic things. I was thinking of myself really small, but then because I was just asking, like, God, how do you, I want to move in this world, how you want me to move. So God doesn't want me to move like this, feeling small. I gotta walk with my head held high, you know? So I was doing that, and then today also in the morning, because my mobile bill was due, and today is the last day, and I was like, just God, what's like, I'm being very vulnerable here. I'm like, God, what am I not? Why? Just like I was feeling really small because I didn't see any signs of money coming, and I have to pay my mobile bill and all. Like as I'm recording this video, um, yeah, I believe in magic. I pray some big magic happens, big, like, miraculous financial stability. Yeah, but like, I didn't, so far I didn't see any sign of money coming, and I have to pay my mobile bills and all. And when I was cooking in the morning, I was like, God, how do you see me? How do you see this situation? What do you, how do you want me to see this situation? Because when we rely our own perspective, we can think of ourselves as really low. We can think of the situation as something so big that we can't move past. But when we ask God, how do you see this? How do you want me to see this? There is just this strength, and something bigger than you moves you. uh yeah, these are the things that wait. So let's summarize. Number one, self reflect. Do not put your identity on what's going on currently, or like some of the things that you have to do, or like some things that you did because you did not know better. Like, oh, I am that person who stole money 6 years ago from my best friend. Even though and I gave that example because I once did that, but then when I became conscious, I returned that money. I also apologized, but I never, like, for many years never saw that part of me, that I had the humility and integrity to apologize. I could have left it just like that, but I didn't. After 3 years, I called that girl, and I apologized to her, and I returned her money. And so, but I never said like, oh, I'm so integrous. Even after so many years, tried I catch myself blaming myself for doing that. So, like, don't self reflect in bigger ways and check yourself. Where are you, like, holding small perception of you, or where you are placing your perception? Like you can think of like all the 50 good things about you, and then still you are believing that, like, on that little incident you're like, oh, I'm that small. No, don't do that. Second thing, become good, go on a treasure hunt of finding all the things you're really good at, and remind yourself of that. Number 3, asking God, like, God, how do you see this? How do you want me to see this situation? How do you want me to move in this situation? Yeah. So book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for intuitive guidance, psychic guidance, spiritual guidance. And if you want to move through fear, anxieties, worries, any unprocessed emotions, link of that is in my bio. And also you can get a much deeper and solid support from me in my 12 weeks of mentorship, wherein we will work together and build solid self-love in your life. If you have unworthiness, wound, low self-esteem, low confidence, we'll work through that, and then you will be able to step into your power, into your purpose, into your gifts. If you feel like, oh my god, I'm not gifted enough, good enough, let me show you how magical you are. you know so link of that 12 weeks of mentorship is in my bio. But also, like, my intuitive therapy, that's so powerful, and which is all in both, like in my one-on-one session and also in my 12 weeks of mentorship. Really powerful. Your spirit, your God, whatever you believe in, will guide you in these containers of mine, if they are right for you, aligned for you. Link of that is in my bio. Also, you can donate for my rent, food and bills. Link of that also is in my bio. And I want to invite you to check out my magic paintings. When you keep them around, they act as a magnet and magnetize good energy, high vibration, high frequencies in your life. The magic and the power of my paintings is really pure, sacred, and high vibrational. This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother Earth, thank you for guiding me, thank you for leading my way. The magic of this painting is such that when you keep it around, you will find yourself becoming very authentic, integrous, and brave. You will find yourself moving towards the love, the joy, the money, the career, the life, the peace that God wants you to have. Because you can have lot of limitations on you, like, oh, I can't have that, I can't be that. But Mother Earth, God, they see you in your full power, and you will start moving in a very powerful way in this world. Wow, I have seen the magic of this painting in the last 1 year. In my life, I became so brave, so vulnerable, and my insecurities did not lead me, and some, like, I was being led in such a beautiful way. And also, this painting is just very peaceful energy. Something about it is so wonderful, it's indescribable in words, but you can experience it when you actually bring it in your life. Fridge magnets are available, link of that is in my bio. And you can also hire me, and I will channel a magic painting for you, like customized magic painting for you, that will bring success, harmony, good health, good energy, high vibrations, extraordinary magic, peace, love, and that really beautiful, sacred, exciting, loving energy into your life. And self-loving, wow, so much self-love and beautiful. Just how when you see a rose, how you feel, that kind of beautiful energy in your life. And link of that also is in my bio. And I am already very grateful for the sacred collaboration and this kind of energy exchange between us. Yeah, so beautiful. Link of everything is in my bio. I will see you in another video. Look at my butterfly and my bow over here. Ta-da! See you, okay, in another video.